All right, so I wanted to talk to you about we're just going to call it the gerrymander wars going on because it's open season. We have red states redistricting red. We have some blue states redistricting blue. We've had Supreme Court rulings going just today coming down about the Virginia redistricting. So to get us started off, what do you know about what's your thoughts on the current gerrymander war?
I think that well, if I'm going to be honest with you, I think that the gerrymandering war was really just a sting operation. I really think a lot of this stuff is just a sting operation. They're
Define
just
sting operation in this case.
like these gerrymandering laws are so completely and utterly ridiculous. They're so completely and utterly ridiculous. Any law that is formulated based upon somebody's race is ridiculous. And the
Well,
only reason why people do it is for cheating. It's the only reason. The only reason why they do it is for cheating so that they can play with the numbers. So the fact that these people are trying to push this to allow them to cheat, and then when you take it away from them, you get everybody who speaks up and it's ridiculous, and then you recognize who the real benefactors are of the cheating.
yeah, it's the party. So, well, for one thing, it's not legal anywhere to gerrymander by race. They didn't make laws that say they could gerrymander by race, but it is incredibly arbitrary. But no, it's you mentioned the race thing, which is what the catalyst was. In true Democrat fashion, Louisiana went too far. This is how they ruin their things. They get away with this. They get away with this. I mean, look at New England. New England was gerrymandered. There's no red in New England, but New England is if you're going to average out all of New England area, it's about 45% Republican, but they have zero representation. So they've already done this. California's done this. Everybody's done this. Louisiana's like, we're going to go one more. We're actually going to make what they called on paper 2 black districts. And that's where they screwed up. They just openly admitted we're making black districts. That's the one that made it to the Supreme Court, and in just in time that it did. And they struck it down saying you cannot gerrymander by race. You cannot do it, which screwed everything up. Now I'm looking at it
That's known
as,
as calling the quiet part, saying the quiet part out
oh
loud.
yeah,
That's
absolutely.
all they did is they just said they were so confident in their stealing, they got so complacent in their stealing that they messed up and they said the quiet part out loud. Like I'll say all the time, hey, did Barack Obama repeal the Smith-Mundt Act? No, he did not repeal it. He modernized it.
Modernize it. Yeah, made it
See, it's
worse.
not repealed. It's not repealed. It's not repealed. It's modernized. So what's
Mm-hmm.
the difference between the laws by race and whatever semantics they use to pass these gerrymandering laws? Nothing.
Well, that's just it. I agree. So I've been trying to reconcile my thoughts on this whole thing in the first place because gerrymandering, period, whether it's by party or by race or by hair color or whatever it is absolutely wrong. I've been pushing for 30 years. I'm like, with all the race and this and that, I'm like, why aren't we just saying I'm an American? I love being Italian. Italian's a lot of fun. But I am 3 generations removed from whatever the hell being an Italian actually is. So I'm an American. Yes, you love being Dominican, but you are American.
So my
Right.
my
So no, sorry, but let me get this. So when we split up a state, why isn't it just based on numbers? There's this many people in this area, so that's a district. This many people, as it should be. Why isn't the law that clear cut? Since it isn't, and it's been manipulated so hard by the left, which is why nobody's talking about it now. The left is like, oh, the right's trying to steal elections. They're not. We're just catching up. And thank God, for the first time, we're seeing the Republicans saying, gloves are off. We're doing it the same way you did. Watch how many seats we pick up. So on one hand, I think it's completely wrong to be doing any of it. But at the same time, why don't we play by their rules once in a while? That's how I feel about the current gerrymandering.
well, I mean, I don't agree with anybody, trying to squeeze some type of an advantage. I think it should be population. Right?
Yes,
You get your population, and your population
not
determines.
demographic, population,
No,
straight numbers.
population. You get your population. Your population lets you know how many districts you're going to have, which in turn gives you your electoral college number, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just whack it up. How do you whack up the state? in what's Pennsylvania 16? No, what's Pennsylvania? I forgot how many Pennsylvania have, but whack it up by.
I have no idea.
I think we have 16. I don't know. It could be
I don't remember
completely
what the
wrong.
number is. It's a significant number, though.
It is. It is. But the point is that just whack it up, divide it up by that as evenly as possible, and go. That's what it should be. That's what it should be. But the
Mhm.
problem, if it is, the people that are making all of this money by stealing from our system can't do it. Look, fraud, all fraud that's out there, all fraud that's out there starts with elections, right? They
Mhm.
gerrymander so that it can steal positions, so that it can put people. My district has Chrissy Houlihan, who's part of the seditious six. How did she
Yeah.
get elected? The whole time I was here, it was red. Then all of a sudden they said, oh, it's not fair. And they included a more populated, a denser populated
Exactly. The
area,
left
which
already did it.
well, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. That's the thing. But the thing is, what we need to do is we need to just go back to how we had it, how it was supposed to be. Not, it's not fair. That just happened, maybe 3 or 4 cycles ago, congressional
Mhm.
cycles ago, no, 3 or 4 congressional cycles ago.
Okay.
And I know that here in this area, the gentleman who was running against Chrissy Houlihan one of the times, someone that I know worked on his campaign, and he decided to drop out because he knew, based on the gerrymandering rules, that he didn't have a chance. He didn't have a chance. And this is why I hope the
Mhm.
current guy, Marty Young, kills with us.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that I think we're starting to see the light at the end of that tunnel where things are going to, because everyone sees how insane it is, left and right. Everybody sees how insane it is, to the degree that I don't know if you saw just a few hours ago, Virginia Supreme Court, the Virginia State Supreme Court they canceled they struck down the gerrymandered Virginia list, like the Virginia I'm fucking up all my words. They just
Mm.
struck down the redistricting
Yeah,
in
the
Virginia,
congressional
right? And to
district
the
map.
degree
Yeah.
I got quotes over here because like this, it was brutal. Like here's some things from the decision. Quote, this constitutional violation incurably taints the resulting referendum vote and nullifies its legal efficacy. That is beautiful. We quote, we hold the legislative process employed to advance this proposal violated Article 12, Section 1 of the Constitution of Virginia. This violation irreparably undermines the integrity of the resulting referendum vote and renders it null and void.
Who said that?
That's from the decision from the Virginia Supreme Court.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the legal
Right.
wording. That's if somebody's going to refer to it as legal precedent, those are the words they're going to use.
Hmm.
Now, that is a great sign of hope for us straightening this stuff out across all the states in the future. When you have that kind of legal decision on the books.
Hmm.
So we can only hope. Right now, let's do it and let's win some elections, and then hopefully we straighten stuff out
So what
after
I
that.
say is that the gerrymandering is just a piece of it. The
Hmm.
gerrymandering is just a piece of it, because it's everywhere. So gerrymandering, all of a sudden now it makes fair districts where you have a true representation of what your district is like, and
Hmm.
then mail-in ballots and machines come in and flip it 51-49 anyway.
Yeah, but we're going after that too.
Yeah.